welcome to the premiere of our YouTube series we call Tawking Hawk. My name is Amber, and I'll be your co-host along with the guy we call Cooper. He's going to give us some info on what the show is now and maybe what we hope it becomes.
I definitely think those are different things. For example, to kick things off, we're going to go through our list on the left side of your screen, which basically keeps us on point and allows for you, the viewer, to see where we are and what we're talking about during the show. It also matches up with chapters in the video, which conveniently allows you to skip around the episode and watch the segments that you find most interesting.
Our goal with the show is to provide our viewers with in-depth insight into local Arizona. We'll do that by featuring directory listings from our platform, Hometown Hawk, along with products and vendors from Hometown Marketplace. That is hometownhawk.com and hometownhawk.shop. We'll be premiering each Friday at 3 p.m. on YouTube.
As season 1 here in 2025 progresses, you'll see interviews from local people, musicians, business owners, and a variety of local influencers. But first, let's talk a little about who we are and what these platforms are that we mentioned a bit ago. Here to help us out with this is Homer the Hawk.
Hi, my name is Homer the Hawk, and I'm the little bird icon thingy holding the bullhorn and the company logo. They've asked me to talk to you about some of the weird name conspiracies out there. Many people are wondering, what the hell is a Hometown Hawk? They think it's either a high school sports team or a sanctuary for different species of hawks. The answer is far more exciting. Although the Hawk Sanctuary sounds pretty cool, I could use the vacation because, well, I'm a hawk. They dress me up like a local street hawker, that is, one who sells or promotes local businesses, and I'm not sure how I feel about that at this time. I said street hawker. Get your mind out of the gutter. Jeez Louise. Hometown Hawk is actually a marketing platform built and designed specifically for local Arizona. See, you thought I would say local businesses, but it's more than that. Local Arizona has many energy sources. It's the people, the brands, the music, the events, the products, the social media, the real estate, the food, the wine, the pets, the neighborhoods, the professionals, the chambers, the government, the tourism, the parks, and yes, the hometowns. So far, there are 3 platforms to help bring these energies together: Hometown Hawk, Hometown Marketplace, and Hometown Social. Let's start with Hometown Hawk, which is a directory of anything and everything, so long as it's local. We're talking businesses, creators, products, brands, events, people, food. Come on, man. Do we gotta do this again? We get it. It's a directory of a lot of stuff. Can we please just move on to the next bullet point? Cool. Deep breaths. I can do this. Okay, next there is Hometown Marketplace, an e-commerce shop. It's similar to the popular marketplace Etsy, except all the vendors are local to Arizona. It's actually one of the rare marketplaces that offers a print-on-demand dropshipping add-on to its vendors. I'll give you a minute to process that. Okay, you ready? This means you can actually stock your store with your very own creations and designs on thousands of products without having to deal with inventory or shipping. Take a minute and Google dropshipping if you're new to the concept. Finally, let's talk about Hometown Social, which is all about, you guessed it, local Arizona. It's literally a custom-built social network dedicated to local Arizona. Anyone can create an account and interact, but only business accounts, which are accounts owned by local listings at Hometown Hawk, can actually post. This simply means that if you want to post on Hometown Social, you need to have a featured listing on our platforms. It is a truly distraction-free local experience. It also acts as a communication portal between account holders and the marketing team at Hometown Hawk. And that's Hometown Hawk. It's not a bird sanctuary or one of those dumb foosball mascots. It's local marketing on the juice. You could call us content creators, except we aren't creating the content local Arizona is. We're just letting you know about it. All right, let's just get back to Amber and Cooper in the studio, the 2 greatest YouTube hosts ever. How'd I do, guys? We good? How's about that sanctuary thing? Crazy, right? Great to see you too. We'll just talk about it later then. Also, I'm not sure about this whole street hawker thingy, but I'm sure we'll figure all that stuff out at a later time, like when we talk about my contract and other stuff. But anywho, just keep kicking the can, you know. It's not like I don't trust you. I feel like I'm talking too much, right? So, Homer, out.
Okay, thank you, Homer. Folks, that was Homer the Hawk. He's in charge of some stuff around here. We haven't quite figured out exactly what his role is, so it's kind of a moving target.
Yeah, he seems pretty eager to please, though, so that's good. He's quite informative as well, so we definitely salute him for that.
Whoa. We what?
Let's talk about food. We decided to create a dedicated listing type for food and drink instead of using the places listing type, which we'll get to in a second. This means it has a specific format for each listing. The reasoning for this is the food and drink category is vast, complex, and takes on a life of its own. For example, there are so many different types of restaurants and food trucks that it deserves its own space. And yes, food trucks can also be found right here in the food and drink
me, guys.
listing
Sorry to interrupt,
type.
But
Okay.
I think I'm supposed to do a little promo thingy right
in the
about
middle
now,
of
so
something.
if you don't mind. Great.
No.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Coffee.
A little help here.
Coffee.
Oh, yeah. Hi, guys. I want to take a quick sec to mention a really cool coffee roaster way out there in a place called Cave Creek. I'm pretty sure it's a real place, but not like 100%. Anywho, it's one of the Valley's best-kept secrets, roasting certified organic coffee. It's called the Roastery of Cave Creek. If you've enjoyed a cup at places like Matt's Big Breakfast or Pizzeria Bianco, then you've tasted these crazy good beans. Coffee can be purchased online or locally at Whole Foods, LGO in Arcadia, or at the Roastery if you're in the neighborhood. Check our listing for the links.
Homer's exactly right. The Roastery of Cave Creek, or Rock 2, does have exceptionally good beans. We had a chance to visit with the owner, Dave Anderson, a while back. We talked about their different roasts and blends and some of the stories behind them. I remember we sampled their Cold Nitro. We reminisced about the band Dire Straits, the legendary band Dire Straits. So if you're interested in supporting local coffee roasters, the Roastery of Cave Creek would be a great place to start.
I do remember that day talking to Dave about Dire Straits. I also specifically remember him mentioning Matt's Big Breakfast. I think they have like 6 locations in the Phoenix Valley. They do serve Rock 2, as Homer mentioned. You can check out the listing and watch the PBS video at Hometown Hawk.
Okay, now let's head over to the West Valley to a place called the Tack Room in Buckeye. The Tack Room is an on-site restaurant for the Buckeye Equestrian and Event Center. We were in the area a while back visiting some local shops. We asked for some recommendations for a locally owned restaurant, and that led us to the Tack Room. We were able to visit with the general manager for a bit. We learned about the area's evolution. It is an excellent local option if you happen to be in the Buckeye area. I had a specialty burger, tots, and a beer. I do remember it being really hot and really appreciating that meal at that time.
Yeah, also, whenever you see a review left by the Hometown Hawk staff, it was likely us. We always try to add some photos for you, and we encourage you to do the same. Leaving reviews at Hometown Hawk is a great way to support your favorite local business, and it will likely get us to talk about them even more.
All right, listen up. I want to tell you about a place called the Sweet Creek Boutique out there in the Santan Valley. That's way south and east of the big city named Phoenix. Also, I think it's by another town they call Queen Creek. So many creeks, how do they keep track? Anywho, the Sweet Creek Boutique has a selection from over 20 local small businesses, and a mix of wholesale and unique finds from baby items, clothing, body care, bags, home decor, and lots of other great gift ideas. Definitely worth checking out, and I love the local support. Back to you guys in the studio.
So let's talk about the listing type called places. We define places as general business listings that have a physical address. It's also home to the largest variety of listings in the Hometown Hawk directory. It includes a wide range of categories, including local parks, chambers of commerce, retail shops, amusement parks, tourism, and too many more to mention. If it's local and it has a physical address, it'll likely be in places, unless it's food, of course. As we mentioned earlier, food and drink has its own listing type.
I want to talk about Arizona Goat Yoga. In South Chandler, there's a magical place where one can go, or many can go for that matter, to experience Zen and pure joy. That place is Arizona Goat Yoga. Yes, yoga with goats, but they're not just any ordinary goats. They are legit, specially trained yoga goats that dress up, play, and snuggle with you during your poses. Oh yes, They also have adorable llamas, cuddly cows, donkeys, and a special sound bath event.
Mistake. Let's head over to the East Valley and examine the Superstition Mountain Museum in the Tourism and Museums category. It's located in an area full of legend, history, and intrigue. Visitors can see a working display of a historic, large-scale model train and learn about their prominent role in the settlement of the West. If you're looking to support local museums, add the Superstition Mountain Museum in Apache Junction to your list. We've been there and it was fantastic.
Hey guys, I've got a good one for you. Have you ever heard of the band they call Notes from Neptune? Of course you have. Well, Scott plays the guitar and Thomas rocks the sax. And together they make you feel like you're on a rocket ship blasting off on a space journey, leaving all your cares behind. They take songs you know and those you've never heard and allow you to listen to them for the first time, all over again. Like when you heard them originally back years ago, or maybe never for the first time. Like that one time, back when you 100% listened to the music 60% of the time.
But yeah, Notes from Neptune. They've been playing all over the valley since 2010. And Homer was right. The core duo is Scott and Thomas, but they do add other musicians for the full band on occasion. Their sound is very smooth and they cover such a wide range of music from Earth, Wind and Fire, Chris Stapleton, Radiohead, and of course, the legendary Prince.
I also want to mention another band called High 90s. They're an alternative 90s rock band out of Scottsdale with great sound quality and stage performance, and they're playing music from my era. The good old days, for sure.
Hey guys, I want to talk about a couple of different products listed in our directory. First, the Hometown Hawk official store has a custom cutting board with some Arizona city names carved into it. I think you can get Phoenix, Gilbert, Chandler, Scottsdale, and a few others. Also, there's an odd bourbon glass that says Arizona bourbon, beat the heat with a bourbon neat. So good. I love me some warm bourbon on a hot summer night. So what, you're so drunk you don't care how hot it is? Honestly, what are we thinking here? This is what our marketing team came up with? I guess we could also start pushing cozy summer boots, super hot cocoa, and extra warm wool sweaters. How about this one? These thermal socks are so good at trapping heat, they'll keep your feet warm even when you absolutely don't want them to. Give me a break, guys. Just embarrassing.
I think Homer's talking about the Rocks Glass Arizona bourbon product that's listed in the products directory. It's actually a product from the Hometown Hawk official store over in the marketplace. I'm not sure Duncan's going to appreciate those comments. Sorry for those of you that don't know. Duncan is the head of marketing here at Hometown Hawk.
Hi there, my name is Duncan and I'm in charge of marketing at Hometown Hawk. I have to say, that little bird flu character has quite the tongue. Actually, there are many places across Arizona that welcome a glass of bourbon on a summer night. They may also enjoy hot cocoa and wool sweaters, places like Flagstaff, Pinetop and Sholo. He really needs to open his mind a bit more and appreciate this amazing place we call Arizona. Admittedly, this is a good time to mention that Hometown Hawk may have originated from the Phoenix Valley, but we cover all of Arizona. So discover the arts and culture of Bisbee, holster your sidearms in Tombstone, or tap into your higher self in Sedona. We are here to support everyone.
Thanks, Duncan. You're absolutely right. We do support everyone and every place in Arizona. I personally appreciate some warm socks in the summer, so. But Homer did bring up a couple of products that are currently listed in the products directory. So let's talk about the difference between the products directory at Hometown Hawk and the actual products listed for sale at Hometown Marketplace.
We also have an online marketplace, kind of like Etsy. We call it Hometown Marketplace. You create a store, add your products, and start selling, as long as you're local to Arizona. We even offer a print-on-demand dropshipping add-on that unleashes your designs and brand awareness. Oh yeah, did we mention you get a couple of free featured listings at Hometown Hawk to promote your new store?
So it's important to keep in mind that Hometown Hawk is simply an advertising platform. You can't actually buy anything directly from the website, but it does provide links to other platforms where you can actually complete the transaction and purchase products or even services. So in this case, the bourbon tumbler glass that Homer's talking about, that's listed in the Hometown Hawk products directory, simply as an advertisement. But if you click on the Go to Shop button, it will take you to the Hometown Marketplace where you can actually purchase the item.
So why did we add the products listing type at Hometown Hawk and create a marketplace where vendors can actually sell products? Well, the answer is pretty simple. Not everyone wants or needs an online store to sell their products. For example, many sellers already have a selling platform they rely on, like Etsy or Shopify or a number of social media platforms. Not to mention the artisans who only sell at their local pop-up events.
Yes, and we wanted to create a place for those people and those who already have an online store. Simply because it's a great way to advertise specific products as well as your overall brand. So maybe you already have an Etsy store. We made it so that you can feature your product listings from your Etsy store in our directory, allowing us to promote both your store and your product from Etsy. We think it's exciting.
Right, and for those who don't already have an online store set up, we encourage you to take a look at our selling platform, Hometown Marketplace. Setting up your store is simple and straightforward, and we're always here to help.
This segment is sponsored by no one. Ha! Sorry guys, I know how you like to fill these spots up. How's about I take this opportunity to explain to the potential advertisers how they can get me to read their very own promo. It's really simple. Just meet me out back and I'll hook you up. I'm probably just kidding, maybe. For real, but not for real. But seriously, first you add your listing to the Hometown Hawk platform, that is hometownhawk.com. Then you can go and clickety-clack the Media Ad Center link found in the footer. This is where you'll find my friend Carly, and she'll take it from there. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm very good at my job, which depends on you, the greatest advertisers in Arizona, all my best friends in the world. Just go and talk with Carly, she's pretty cool. Also, if you could just let her know that I was the one that sent you, maybe put in a few good words? Who am I kidding? I'm just a bird standing in front of an amazing, beautiful robot, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I'm just going to ignore all of those words. But I would like to talk about our People and Brands listing type, perhaps the most exciting and diverse in the directory. We're talking about stuff like actors, artisan makers, athletes, authors, celebrities, bakers, CEOs, chefs, doctors, event brands, fashion designers, models, advisors, magicians, food influencers, Instagram channels, jewelry designers, journalists, life coaches, podcast hosts, photographers, social influencers, sports teams, websites, YouTube shows like this one. Also, just a heads up, real estate agents, brokers, developers will all be listed in the People and Brands listing type and will likely be linked to real estate listings. And folks, there's so many more categories. It's a really fun directory and we're super excited to start promoting it.
I agree. This one is exciting and one of my favorites. For example, event brands like the Paisley Pumpkin Event, local AZ Market, and 48 Live, or fashion designers like My Disco Daydream, or food influencer, consultant, and speaker Ariel DeSaucy at Civil Wines. We also have e-commerce and shopping like Bird and Beard Vintage and Coco Chiloso. And then there's sports entertainment like Superhero Stunt Team and websites like azhauntedhouse.com and worldofarizona.com. I could go on and on and on, but I think you get the picture and hopefully the inspiration to check out this amazing directory.
Do you guys want to hear about a condo for sale in Chandler? It's located at this really cool place called The Cays at downtown Ocotillo. It has 2 bedrooms and 1.75 bathrooms. Not sure how that works, but anywho, it's resort-style living in one of the coolest areas of Chandler. It's just under 1,200 square feet, and how exactly can something have 1.75 bathrooms? I'm not sure, but you guys should go check it out and report back to me. Or better yet, you should contact Connie Kent Brown, the HomeSmart listing agent, and ask her how a bathroom can be exactly 1/4 short of a complete bathroom. My mind is taking me to strange places, so please hurry.
For the record, 1.75 bathroom simply means that the second bathroom doesn't have a tub and a shower, but rather just one of the two. But more importantly, the real estate listing type is all about homes for sale by owners and agents, apartments, vacation rentals, and open house listings. In other words, it's a designated space for all things real estate. It's not like Zillow or the MLS. It's more like real estate classifieds.
That's exactly right. Homer mentioned in his promo a great example of real estate listing, the K's 2-bedroom condo for sale at downtown Ocotillo, Chandler. It shows the property features, the map, any open house events, and the important pretty pictures that we all want to see, plus the listing agent linked to the listing with their contact info, etc., things like that.
Let's talk about events at Hometown Hawk. Once again, it is exactly as it sounds. It's all about events across Arizona. Let's take a look at some featured events taking place this weekend.
Happy Valentine's and Statehood Day, Arizona. If you have an event to promote, check out the Media Ad Center at Hometown Hawk. Now let's take a look at some featured events taking place this weekend. Arizona is celebrating 113 years this Friday, and Tucson's Arizona Wine Collective is celebrating 7 years this month. Join them on Valentine's Day for a special Uncork the Mystery wine tasting event. Cheers to that.
Head over to Salt River Fields in Scottsdale this Saturday, February 15th, for the Arizona Strong Beer Festival. Discover a world of unique, flavorful, and artisan-crafted beers right in the heart of Arizona.
Join Local Trade AZ at their Shop with Heart Makers Market this Saturday in Phoenix. Shop your favorite local makers, small businesses, and enjoy live music from local musicians like Swiftie guitarist Kerwin Pasilla.
Freestone Park in Gilbert is home to the 4th annual Shelter Dog Dash this Saturday, brought to you by One Love. Run or walk a 5K or just a mile and help raise funds to benefit the homeless dogs of Maricopa County.
Glendale is serving the sweets, local love, and finishing off our Valentine's weekend with their Chocolate Affair event Saturday and Sunday.
Stay safe out there, and here are a few other events going on around the Phoenix Valley and beyond this weekend.
Finally, let's talk about Hometown Social, which is all about, you guessed it, local Arizona. It's literally a custom-built social network dedicated to local Arizona. Anyone can create an account and interact, but only business accounts, which are accounts owned by local listings at Hometown Hawk, can actually post. This simply means that if you want to post on Hometown Social, you need to have a featured listing on our platforms. It is a truly distraction-free local experience. It also acts as a communication portal between account holders and the marketing team at Hometown Hawk.
Homer is exactly right. Anyone can create an account on Hometown Social, which basically lets you show your support by interacting with posts. We're talking about your typical social media type stuff like commenting and liking, but all users will be able to participate in polls, which is where we'll be giving away a bunch of prizes throughout 2025.
One more thing about Hometown Social. It's our preferred way of communicating with our advertisers. So every account holder has a message inbox where you can manage live messages with any user, including Hometown Hawk staff and producers. If you want a direct connection to us, this is where you'll find it.
And a few more things worth mentioning. The web address is actually hometownhawk.social. And once again, only business accounts can create posts. And a business account is designated to any featured listing at Hometown Hawk or vendor at Hometown Marketplace. For example, if you have a featured plan at hometownhawk.shop, which is the web address for our marketplace, or you have a featured listing at hometownhawk.com, you will have access to posting on our social network. Free plans do not qualify for a business account at Hometown Social. The reason we do this is to emphasize the value of posting. We will promote, share, and discuss all posts created in this space. In essence, business accounts are gaining access to frontline exposure in the Hometown Hawk marketing universe. In other words, you post it, we promote it. We're not here to endorse any person or business, rather to make sure you know they exist. We want to create a space where people go to explore their local options. A distraction-free platform where everything here has been vetted and considered local Arizona.
Thanks for watching the premiere of Talking Hawk. We'll be back right here each and every Friday, putting local Arizona front and center. Our goal is simple. We want to bring more eyes to local Arizona. In upcoming episodes, we'll be talking to business owners, influencers, chambers, and pretty much anyone else who's willing to contribute to our cause.
It only hurts. I'm so tired of